I have made $100,000 for myself and my clients in a little over a year of consistently using Upwork. Now, the biggest mistake that I actually see people make on this platform, whether it's an agency or a freelancer, is the fact that they don't have a video introduction. I have gotten so many messages and even questions from my clients asking me how I would shoot the very best video introduction to boost their conversion rates and to essentially help them close more inbound leads and solidify outbound leads that they get. Now, the first thing that I want to actually cover is without a video introduction, you are actively leaving money on the table by neglecting the fact that clients want to trust you. Now, you might be thinking, how exactly am I neglecting the client's ability to trust me by not having a video introduction? Human beings are innately kind and trusting creatures, whether you want to think so or not. In actuality, people want to trust you. They want it more than anything else because they want to be right in their judgment. The issue is that many people don't actually give reasons as to why they deserve to be trusted, because trust is something that you earn. Nowadays, there are so many things and ways you can go about making money on the internet that some people have neglected, again, one of the most important parts, and that's to actually be able to deliver the service that you're offering. People innately trust those who are willing to put their money where their mouth is and take that leap forward. That's why guarantees work so well, and that's why having YouTube channels work so well, because you're putting your face out there and staking your claim as an expert in your niche. That's as simple as it gets, and it's why video works so much better than long form written type of content like blogs or other forms of long form content significantly increase in conversion rates when people actually know who you are. Again, just the reality. So we've established the premise that videos work better than long form copy because it's easier to put a face to the brand itself, and you're actively risking your career and professionalism by putting your face out there. But what's the best way to shoot these videos? Now, there are 3 formats that I actually like to use to film video introductions, and I'm going to list them in order of efficacy. The first one is the video sales letter. Now, many of you are probably already familiar with this, especially if you've been in the B2B agency space for quite a while. But a video sales letter is essentially the video form of a sales letter, which is pretty funny, right? Pretty straightforward. The purpose of a sales letter is to actively sell to a client in the form of copywriting. So you're persuading the prospect to buy your product through written words. That's as simple as it gets. A video sales letter is you actually filming that video using the sales letter as a base. Again, long form copy becomes significantly more effective when somebody can put a face to the actual written words. And that's what we're trying to achieve with the video sales letter. If it's done correctly, you will see significant improvements not only on your Upwork profile, but also on your website where it should be. But without going on too much of a tangent, I'm not a professional copywriter, and many of you probably aren't either. So the only thing worse than having no video introduction is to have a poorly done video introduction, regardless of the format it is in. So if you don't have much experience doing a VSL, then chances are the next format is for you. The second format is client interview format or video testimonial. One of the most powerful forms of social proof that you can possibly have is an interview with a client. You asking them questions about their journey before and after working with you and seeing in live time how this client attributes their current success to the efforts that you have made, and are able to attest to the fact that this person is who he says he is, and he's also able to deliver the results he says he can. That's the most powerful form of social proof, seconded only by the video testimonial. Now, if you aren't a beginner and you've gotten case studies for your clients in the past, chances are you need to be doing this format. Because if the VSL is completely off the table for you, there is nothing more powerful than the actual video interview. Now, you'd ask the client a series of questions, and based on these questions, the customer, or the prospect, I should say, will actually get an insight into what exactly it is that you're selling, or a better insight into what exactly it is that you're saying, the results that you've gotten for the client, how your process works, and what the transformation was for them. So if all else fails, this is the next best thing for you to do. However, if you have a video testimonial of the client, again, detailing everything that you did for them within a certain time period, as well as its efficacy, how well did it work for them, then this is the next best thing. And it's by no means any less of social proof. It's still very good. The third one is the talking head video, and I think it's the one that will apply to most of you. Now, the talking head video is simply what I'm doing now. You go in front of the camera and you just talk. However, we want to follow a certain format while we're doing it so we don't go off on a tangent. The talking head video is the most accessible to pretty much every single freelancer or agency owner with experience or not, and works just as well because 90% of your competition isn't doing it. So just by the process of being unique and standing out from the market, you're able to stake your claim that you are who you say you are. You are putting yourself out there, and this is the reason the client should be trusting you. Now, the format that I follow for this is actually pretty simple. So the first aspect of the talking head video introduction is just to give a brief introduction. So we don't want to harp on about how great we are and risk sounding pretentious. People don't want that. They want to trust you, and they can sense your authenticity. Just like how they can sense your desperation. If you're desperate to sign a client, the client can quite literally smell that through the camera. So simply state your name, where you're from, and how you got into your service or offer. And most importantly, stake your bold claim. Now, after talking a bit about yourself and your offer, it's time to back up your bold claim. Here's where you can drop in screenshots, written testimonials, feedback that you've gotten from clients. This is the most important section, so be thorough with this. And 3, the call to action. Lastly, we want to once again give a clear call to action so the prospect knows what the next steps should be. So lastly, we want to give a clear call to action so the prospect knows what the next step should be. Whether that is to book a call, send a request to interview, which is the equivalent of an inbound invitation on Upwork, or check out your socials, which is willingly pushing them further down into the funnel where they can learn more about you, find out what you're about, and again, trust you more. Now, as I said, the talking head video introduction is going to be the most applicable to you. And as a result, this is something that you should be taking into consideration and doing immediately if you don't have a video introduction on your Upwork profile. So ensure that you get that video introduction up as soon as possible and watch your conversion rate significantly increase. If you want to check out how to optimize your profile in more detail, you can check out this video here, and be sure to subscribe to me for more videos like this. Catch you later. Peace.